Facebook people see me getting connected to my own people.
Awesome. You can continue the talk then.
Yeah. So, any particular topic that you people want to talk on, want me to talk on today, or you just want me to pick up any topic and talk on it? I can do both the things. But anybody wants to me to talk on particular thing, any subject?
Collective consciousness and what do you pick up for us as a group?
All right. So let's see. Yesterday, it was, I think yesterday only, I was reading a post of somebody, a friend of mine, where she says that she went to a pet shop, and for her grandchildren, she picked up an aquarium. Now, this aquarium is the one which had lots of tadpoles. And she picked it up specially because she wanted her kids to know and understand the life cycle of a frog. So how from a small little egg they convert into tadpoles, and from tadpoles, slowly how they get their legs and all those things and they become a frog. But she says, when I went there, this guy tells me, ma'am, I'm just giving you a piece of rock. Wherever you find it, okay, in the in the aquarium, you can just place it, but just make sure. So she says she went and home, and when she wanted to put a piece of rock, everybody said, no, it's not looking nice. It's, it's not giving the aesthetic sense. And it's a small little tadpoles over there. What is this rock doing? It is so harsh against their background and all those things. Small kids, her grandchildren also started crying, no, no, it will hurt the tadpoles. Please, please don't do it. Remove it. So she thought that maybe that pet aquarium guy wanted to sell it to me to make more money. So he's told me to put it for sure. But then I don't need it. My kids are not happy with it. So she just removes it. Now, when she does that, now she's waiting for the tadpoles to become frogs. So one day, few days, and then she sees, like fish, the tadpoles were also dying. The reason for her to have so many tadpoles in the aquarium was so that because she knew they might die. So at least few of them who will grow, my grandkids will see. And then she realizes all of them go away. So naturally, she goes to the aquarium guy and she tells him, look, none of them became frogs. And it was a very bad experience. My children are very disappointed and all. And the first thing that pet aquarium guy asked him, did you put the piece of rock in the aquarium the way I said? She said, no, it was looking so ugly. He says, the tadpoles will never become frogs. It's only that rock that they get and they touch the rock, they climb and then they jump out. Only when they climb up the rock and they jump, their limbs start forming. And that's how they become frog. If they do not jump from something and they are always swimming in the very simple and peaceful water, they will never become frogs. She's pretty, she doesn't believe in it, she says, and she goes and puts the rock in the water aquarium. Whatever were left little bit, they took time, but they started slowly. Some of them started converting into frogs. So she said, well, I was very, very much surprised. And then she picked up some more tadpoles from the same guy, put them there. The rock was there. They converted into the frog very, very quick and fast. I was reading her it and I was just wondering how important it is for us to have the rocks which teaches us how to jump. Only then we can convert into, we can have our limbs, we can learn to jump, and we can have our wings to fly, or limbs to jump or to become frog. That's the only time it is possible. So, all I need to say today is that it's so true. Unless we have these rocks, whom we believe are the rocks to block our path, our way, unless we have them, we can never learn to jump. We will never become frog. So, all I'm trying to say is here, when you see a rock on your path, check how can you convert into a milestone, how you can jump off this rock to have your limbs so that you become a frog. So I really, really love this story, this thing, that this experience of this lady and what I learned from there. So please welcome the rocks in your life. It is, as I always keep saying, it doesn't matter what is in front of you. What matters is how do you conceive the idea and how do you respond to it. Are you responding to it or you're reacting to it? So this is all I have to say to start the day today. But there is a beautiful Kavita. There was a question also which I saw. Having said this, any questions on this what I have spoken? Otherwise, there are questions which are already there on the wisdom group, which people want to know.
Ma'am,
If
I
there
have a
is any, please
question.
let me know.
Yes, ma'am, I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Just right now,
Sure.
I'm very open to rocks, but rocks are flying in all directions now, waiting for closure. All the folders are waiting to be closed. So is there any way we can sort of slow this down, or we? It's like I've said yes, I'm okay, but it's just like so much of closures come. So many folders are waiting to be closed.
Yeah, Sherry, but the way you are taking the programs with, especially with the program like decoding and the
Yeah.
group and the energy of the group, you can't now expect your rocks to be slower or smaller.
Okay.
It was
I
your
get it.
choice. You made
Yes.
this choice.
Yes, I made this
Nobody
choice.
went and told you.
No, no, no.
But once you jump into the water, then don't bother how many rocks are there. Every rock will take you somewhere.
That's very true.
Now
That's very
you
true.
need to find out where is this particular rock of yours taking you.
Yeah, and I love your
But
golden question, which I use all the time. How does it make you feel?
how does it make you feel? If it make you feel bad or worse, it means there are charges.
Yeah,
What triggering these charges?
right.
And if it makes you feel good, if it makes you sleep well at night, nothing.
I'm
Then these
sleeping
are the
well at night.
rocks.
I'm sleeping well
You're
at
sleeping
night.
well at night. That's
Yes, yes,
important.
yes.
So
I'm sleeping
if
well
you're
at night.
sleeping well at night, then there is absolutely no way that you will not feel. There is no way that these rocks are the rocks to disturb you. They are not your
Yes,
road blockages.
yes, yes, yes,
Then
yes.
for sure they are your milestones.
That's right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Kavita, there was a page. I think the power is not there. I'm just putting my video, stopping for a while. Let the power come back and I put it on. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm listening to you all.
So, do you want me to read the question from the group?
Yeah, please.
Okay. The first question is from Archana. She says, Hi Kavita, my question for Wow is if someone does something for me, in brackets, help in need or favor, then I feel very obliged and kind to reach to a situation that I cannot say no to that person. Can you please guide? Is it healthy? If not, where is it coming from? And how can I make this behavior healthy?
So, Archana, from the very premises you are experiencing what you are receiving, whatever people are
Milik
doing for
webinar.
you, whatever you are, whatever you are receiving, whatever people are contributing to you, how are you receiving it? And what is the premise behind it? See, point is this: we keep telling, we keep asking God, give me this, give me this, give me this. You keep asking all the time, right? So now, when you have to do that, God has no choice but to, uh, but God has no choice but to somehow or the other give you what you are looking for. Ab how will God give you? He will use somebody, na? It is not like Hindi movies that God Himself will come with all those finery, jewelry, and everything wearing and come down and here, what's take what you want. No. He will use somebody to give you what you are asking. But problem is we have no egos with God, but we have all the egos with with the human beings. And all the more, if it is a stranger and he gives us something, we are very fine with it. We have absolutely no problem. The problem is when somebody who is our relative, our friend, somebody whom we know, when they give us something, we feel very small. And that happens because we come from the premises of low self esteem. Because from the childhood, we have been taught that people who give are great, people who receive are smaller. So you feel small. So whenever anybody gives you anything, whatever you receive, first thought should be thank you, gratitude to God that you sent him, you used him as a medium to give it to me. Every time, God also has a lot of work to do. He can't find you a new stranger person to give you every time something that you have asked. So what will he do? He will naturally pick up some of your relatives or your friends or whoever. And we do not like it. We find it very, very painful. Then the first thought that comes to is how to return it back. So if somebody has given me this much, I have to give that person this much. And then again, you are in negative. So you asked God for something to be in positive addition, plus that positive I'm talking. So God gives you, He sends you something so that you are in plus. But then because you have decided if this person has given me this, I have to give this much. So you give them more and you again became in go to lack. Whenever somebody gives you anything, think, sit and think. Is it that what I wanted? Did I ask God for this? If yes, then please take it as your answers to the prayers instead of thinking that because I have received something from this person, I become smaller. Don't do that. Receive with happiness. Open your receiving. Most of the time, our receivings are very much blocked, and it is because of our conditioning. Because the moment we leave, we are, even as kids, when we go somebody's house or anywhere we go, our parents says don't take anything from them. Don't, if they give you something to eat, say no thank you, I've had it at home. These are the manners we are taught, no? So the first thing we are taught is the moment somebody gives you something, please block it. Now we have blocked it in the childhood. When you grow up, your needs are there. God doesn't come in front of you. He doesn't look into your eyes. He doesn't socialize with you. So you say, please give me something. They give you. And this is why it happens. Also, I want to tell you something. Not only that, when we get something, we have a low self esteem. If that much for the premises was, it was fine. Even when we contribute to somebody, including even when we contribute to our responsibilities, we have a high self esteem. So, neither the low self esteem is needed nor the high self esteem is needed. If you are contributing somebody, please contribute. Do not contribute, first of all, as a responsibility. Nobody on this earth is responsible to contribute anything to anybody. The only thing we are responsible is to contribute to the creation of the God. That's all. If it is human beings in front of you, please contribute to them. If it is animals in front of you, please go ahead, contribute to them. If it is plants created by God and you need to contribute there, please go ahead and contribute. Go ahead, contribute, but without feeling great about it. So when you are contributing, contribute with devotion. If you contribute with devotion instead of responsibility, you would enjoy contributing. And that's when you will start enjoying your receiving also. Also, many times we contribute out of guilt. How many times we will contribute as overcompensation, including our children? One day you scold them, and then the child is very sad, he cries, he sleeps. Now the mother is a mother. The guilt comes, why did I yell at her? Oh, I lost my temper on her, the child. And then out of overcompensation, you start contributing to your child. This is the energy you are giving it to your child. So please do not try to give a child overcompensation. Contribute when you want to, not when you need to. When we do work with overcompensation, that is the time we have a need to contribute. Don't contribute when you need to. Contribute whenever you want to. Anytime. Child has done something very wrong and you're very upset with the child, but you want to contribute. Go ahead, contribute. Don't stop. But if the child is sleeping, you want to contribute, want to go and kiss the child, go kiss. Don't bother, oh, he will not even come to know that I have kissed him. Doesn't matter. So there has to be some devotion in contributing. Only when you will contribute with devotion, you will be able to receive it with love and gratitude. Otherwise, ego will always be there. I'm smaller because I'm receiving. To become bigger, if she is given it this, I have to give them this. Don't get into it. I don't know from how many years I have stopped giving gifts on the birthdays and anniversaries to my friends and family, including my children. I now give when I want to. So I don't have any problem in arriving any of the parties without a gift. If you want, if you say token of love, then I've got a flower in my hand. This is also good enough for token of love. And sometimes I just go somewhere, I see something very nice, and I think of a person, oh, this person loves it. It will be a good thing for this person. I will pick it up. Absolutely no occasion. We need to stop giving occasions gift now. Because when we give gifts occasionally, according to the occasion, because this is the demand of the occasion, we are making it our responsibility to give gifts on a particular occasion. Don't do that. If we all start practicing it, and this, I'll tell you what, this came to me only after, uh, thank you, Shalini. So, this only happens to you when your uh, low self esteem goes away from your life. I have done it a lot. I've done it a lot. People will give me one, I'll give them 10. At that time, well, when the low self-esteem was there, but slowly when I started working on my low self-esteem, I healed myself, I became better. I am now able to reach to a stage where I can walk into a party without a gift and I don't feel at all guilty. And then I can call up that person one fine day, listen, this is what I found for you, I've got it for you, I'm sending it to you. It happens. It will happen only when our low self esteem will go away. When you will start contributing with devotion, not because it is needed. It is a need of the society, no. There is no need of the society. We created the society. We created this rule. Whatever you create, remember the only rule of earth is whatever you create, you have to uncreate it and uncreate with neutrality. We have created this rule and regulation of giving a gift on a particular occasion. We are the one who are going to uncreate it. But when we are going to uncreate, when you are uncreating it, there should not be any charge. There are many people who cannot, afford very big gifts because my this friend has everything. He's so rich, he has everything, and if I'll take a gift, it'll look so small. So, I would rather take flowers. If that is the reason for you to take the flowers, don't take the flowers. Just don't take the flowers also. This is, you are doing something out of helplessness. Again, charges are there. It is not neutral. Neutral, when you give gift, you are okay. You don't give gift, you're still okay. Same way. You love and respect yourself for giving the gift. You love and respect yourself for not giving the gift. You need to reach there. We all need to reach there. We all need to uncreate this whole story of gifts giving. Today we will stop it. I was just wondering, what is dowry system? Where has it come? I was talking to this colleague of mine, Vineet, also the other day. And he says maybe, because that was a way of saying, okay, the parents for both boy and girls' parents, that now that you people are going to start a new life, let's give you some gifts, something that you will need for your family to start living again. So this is like a support system. And so they both decided to contribute. Slowly, it became responsibility. And slowly, because in the beginning, when the society was there, men and women were almost all at par. Slowly, things started happening that the might is right attitude started coming. Men had their physical muscles were stronger than the woman. So, on physical body level, they became more might. They started looking stronger. And then slowly the women started getting submissive. And then later, we all know the history. Then finally, it changed. Men became a powerful part of the society. Women became a weaker part of the society. And then if you have to get your daughter married, then you contribute more to the gifts and we will contribute lesser. Also, because the rule of the society was that the girl will go and live in the boy's house, so their contribution became lesser because they have already got a house, they have already got a home. All the things that this girl will need to create her grihasti, to create her household, is already there. So I will provide lesser, but you provide more. Slowly, this whole contribution story became a dowry. And that's exactly where we are today. Okay? This gift giving, when it becomes a need, it gets corrupted. There's virus in it. And this is how the virus has come today. And that is why the belief system, the person who gives is big, the person who receives is smaller. Please, let's all come out of it. It's not like that. Only person who has been chosen by universe or by God to give you something, to contribute something to you, will be able to give you. Otherwise, even if you are a relative of Ambani, you will get nothing. Doesn't matter. He'll give to an outsider, he will not give it to you. Right? So please receive with love, affection, and not as with through guilt or low self-esteem. That's important. Does that answer your question? Whoever asked?
Archana.
Archana. Yeah. So Archana, does it answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Any other question, Kavita?
Yeah, so Navneet's hand went up. Can I put her on the spotlight?
Yeah. Navneet, I can see her hand up. I can see Neha Bansal also. Yeah, Navneet, what's your question?
So, Sarthi, I have in the last wow, you were talking about mm, resource for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just now, when you said somebody gives me once and I return back 10 times, I think I align somewhere with that. So
Yeah.
the resource and this thing, I'm blocking, isn't it? It's a loop.
Yes.
I'm depleting my
Yes.
resource over here, isn't it?
Yes. It might be possible. Yes, Navneet, because most of the time, even the resources we block, for blocking the resources, we can have two, three reasons. One, we can block the resource because the resource is coming from a relative of ours or somebody whom we know, and that is where your low self esteem comes. Your resource you can also block because if I get the resource and I get strong, my secondary benefit will go away.
Please elaborate
So
this one.
I know this case, this client of mine whose husband used to drink a lot, and she came to me to work on her environment, and nothing would happen. Whatever I would work on her, nothing was happening. So one day I just sat down and I said, let's talk about all the secondary benefits that you get with your husband drinking. What's happening? So realize that husband drinks a lot. Secondary beneficial to her is that in-laws have a lot of sympathy for her. So whenever there is any festival, anything is there, they know that the husband is spending all the money on the liquor. So what they would do is they will give her extra. She'll get more gifts than others,
They are
other
compensating, and she
brother and other sister-in-law and all. And that was, she didn't want to miss on it. Plus, she was getting sympathy. So, a lot of low self esteem. And then, when you get sympathy, you get attention because otherwise, I can't get the attention. This is the only way for me to get the attention when people look at me and say, oh, poor girl. And that is the reason why she wanted, or she never wanted this to go away. So, it is possible if I have a resource and I receive resource, my secondary benefit might go away. This can be the second thing. Often we do not accept resources or we block our resources because of our loyalty to our parents. So, if somehow your parents are not doing very well in life, and if you get a resource to do better than them, then you will block that resource. No, no. I have to be very loyal with my parents. Now, I can't be better than them. That's not fair. I cannot be better than them. I cannot show my parents what a failure they were. So, I will block my resources. Yes, this also happens many times. So maybe we can check what is it that is our reason for blocking our resources. Yeah, get the
got it,
point?
Sarthi. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Neha, could you please switch on your video?
Sorry, ma'am. Actually, there's a network problem. Video I won't be able to switch on today.
Okay, no worries.
But
Then you can shoot your, yeah, shoot your question right away.
I have a question related to this only, ma'am. If there is a person who is always in need of getting gifts from people,
Mm,
matlab, like their expectations are never ending. So, what
mm,
kind of blockage is this? I mean, like they get enough as per their relation with the person or something like that, but the expectation never ends. Like suppose in a marriage, dowry is given, and the
okay.
dowry thing is given on not only once; it's been their lifetime process already.
Hmm,
So if
hmm,
the it is being repeatedly like that, and the mentality of the person is, मतलब जितना मिल जाए उतना कम है. So like
yeah.
what is like this kind of blockage? What is this actually? And one more thing was there, like some person is there who is always getting attracted by this kind of people around them, like who needs money, who needs some kind of favor in monetary. So तो ये like क्या है ये, like why does this happen?
Both of them are the same answer. Both of them.
मतलब didn't
If, for
didn't get it.
example, yeah,
Hmm.
for example, so for example, say I am a person who has a husband who needs lot of favors and dowry from me. Okay. If the case is mine, then I have to look into myself and see what is my need. To need a person in my life who will keep asking me for favors, I keep giving the favors, and that makes me feel great. Because it is again coming from this low self esteem premises. I have a low self esteem somewhere, and the only way I can feel a better or higher self esteem is if I'm able to give. So I will manifest and attract a man in my life who will keep asking. I will keep giving and feel very great about it. I did this for him, I gave this to him, my parents did this to him, we gave him a car and all. Naturally, till you do not reach to a stage where you do not need to feel high self esteem. You have a high self esteem. You are in it. The need to feel higher than other will have to go. The moment that feeling of yours will go, the other person will stop asking. He's, as I said, I always say he's only playing the role that you have given him. He's playing the role. I have given him the role that when I go down and if I have a low self esteem, and I believe my belief system is that by giving, I feel great. So please, you come. I meant gave him the job. You come and ask me. I'll keep giving you and I will keep feeling very, very high.
But ma'am, if the person is feeling irritated or annoyed because of this
Irritated,
kind
you're
of
feeling on the conscious level. Irritated is irritation, reactions, charges are on the conscious level, but the manifestation and attraction is on the subconscious level. And that is the thing that we cannot understand. We always keep saying, but this is how I feel about it. I don't think I feel like this. Yeah, of course, you don't think that you feel like this because you're thinking from the conscious mind. That's the job of the conscious mind to think. Okay, but the manifestation and attraction is according to your belief system, which is directly connected to your subconscious mind. That is why if you tell anybody, no, you are wanting to give somebody because there's a guilt in you or you're overcompensating, you say, no, I don't feel like that, I don't think so. Yeah, you don't think so because you're thinking from the conscious mind, but this is the truth, and the truth is in the subconscious mind. And that is the only problem with all of us. Each one of us have suffered in life because what we think and what we are has a big time gap. What we think we are is from the conscious mind, but what we are is in the subconscious mind. Till we learn to have a sync in our conscious mind and subconscious mind, till we reach to that stage, this stress, this suffering, this type of manifestation, these type of belief systems, these type of attractions will always be there.
so ma'am, how do we get rid of this, like this manifestation of ours? Like how do we get rid of this kind of manifestation?
Change your belief system. First thing first, change your belief system. And to change your belief system, learn to be in touch with your subconscious mind. And to be in your subconscious mind, it's a knowledge, it's a science. You need to be in touch with a teacher. You need to learn it. You will, by talking, by understanding, because of this wisdom, of course, there is a lot you can learn, but you can't practice it. For practicing it, you need a practitioner with you. You need somebody. to teach you how to be in touch with your self-conscious mind. And that is the reason I have got this program now. For masses, I have got this program. It is called Safar Se Safar Tak. That is why I have got this program. Kavita, would you just speak a little bit about this program?
Yeah, I was just wanting to. So, Neha, basically, it's not a one-time process. All of us understand what is healing. I mean, ऐसा नहीं है पढ़ाई कर लिया and then you let it go. So we were finding people from our group only who were going here and there for quick fix solutions. ऐसा नहीं होता है. So we have recently, me and Miss Neerja, both of us were working together and we rebranded it all. And now Miss Neerja is known as your spiritual Sarthi. So through this program, she's going to hand hold you through and through. एक हम बैच निकाल चुके हैं last Saturday Sunday को. We had 41 people on the group and it was an amazing one. I'm sure many of the participants जो यहाँ बैठे उस program में थे, all of us enjoyed the next level. It was an immediate ticket selling. We got 15 people on board for the next program for this one. So उसका next set आता है emotional journey of the soul. So that will be a 5 days complete program. उसके बाद में one on one session, so 6 months के लिए there'll be soul group का meeting जैसे हम इधर वाव में मिल रहे हैं या soul group में मिलते थे. So those are different things. पर यहाँ पे one meeting with the complete soul group and then one-on-one session with Miss Neerja. That will be the complete 6 month thing. And it is doing amazingly well. Though दिन में काफी लोगों में you can see we gave them one meditation for healing their own disease, then another one for healing their unwanted habit, and of course तीनों level को Miss Neerja ने इतना जो you can say 11 years का इनका journey रहा है with this science, 11-12 years का 2 दिन में संजोना अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी चीज थी. And I was just watching her, the way she had put in her efforts. मैं खुद भी नहीं एक्सपेक्ट कर पा रही थी कि वो इतना एफर्ट डाल देंगी, बट शी हैड डन दैट. सो दिस वाज देयर एंड कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट अप्रोच जो अभी तक किया है उससे डिफरेंट है. सो द नेक्स्ट बैच, क्योंकि देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ डिमांड फॉर द प्रोग्राम टू बी इन हिंदी ऑल्सो, सो नेक्स्ट बैच वी हैव अनाउंस फॉर 25th and 26th, फ्राइडे एंड सैटरडे 3 to 5. सो दैट विल बी आफ्टरनून बैच और हिंदी में रहेगा. उसके बाद वाला 10th-11th July will be again in English. So please consider joining that. Neha, is that clear? Am I audible to you? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
you're
please
clear.
hop on to it. बहुत reasonable prices है. 1499 only. और दो मतलब पूरा दिन Miss Neerja के साथ निकाला है. It's like 6 hours, 3 hours a day. मतलब we were just promising 2 hours, but it stretched to 3 hours. As always, we know when she talks, she talks. So that's how it was. And if you bring along one more person with you, तो आपका price 1499 से हटके 750 हो जाता है. सामने वाले को सिर्फ 1499 देना, so ताकि मासेस रीच हो पाए. इट्स नॉट कि बहुत प्रीमियम प्रोग्राम है, काफी जनों को टच करना है. एंड या एज वी डिसाइडेड कि हमने सब कुछ रीस्ट्रक्चर कर दिया है. ऑनलाइन हमारा LMS आ गया है, वहाँ पे लाइफ लॉन्ग रिकॉर्डिंग्स आर अवेलेबल फॉर दिस प्रोग्राम. So this is how it is. I mean, completely different approach
Ma'am,
with
is it a
both of us going different line altogether and merging both the things together. That's how it is working, Neha.
okay, ma'am? Ma'am, can I know about it more in person
Yeah,
or
I
video
will be
call?
sharing the details with you in the group also, and personal level पे भी मैं आपको share कर दूंगी. Consider joining that,
Okay,
so that will help you really well.
okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Kavita,
I guess
I have
Rachana is here. Rachana के parents, I guess mom is joining the next batch.
yeah, my mom is joining. So Kavita,
Yeah,
I have a follow-up question.
yeah. Tell me.
So when I asked a question, so I was primarily mentioning to the situations where I am in some crisis and people are there to help me. Like I was not literally talking about. I mean, that actually gave me like answers or insights to what is the thing. So does the similar things applies to when you like? I think Neerja ma'am knows, and you also know that month of May has been very crisis. I mean, I was in a very crisis situation,
Yeah.
and with universe support, I have received support at whatever step I needed, whether in terms of guidance, whether in terms of logistic support or anything. So it was like कि वो रास्ते खुलते चले गए. So, do you think that a belief system somewhere in the subconscious level that I am not worthy of receiving is also one of the reason for feeling like this? कि मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जिन लोगों ने मेरी हेल्प की ना, मैं उनके लिए ना कर्जदार हो गई हूँ कि मुझे ठीक है कि वो कभी भी आएंगे ना, तो like I have to do it for them or I have to help them because they had helped me in my crisis time.
Yeah.
Clear
So
cut.
you know what you are doing, Archana? First of
Yeah.
all, you are manifesting those people to be in pain so that you can help them. Because unless they have a problem, how will you help them?
I
So
mean, that is not my conscious thought.
correct. But then you see? See, if I want to help people, what will I manifest in my environment? Helpless people. Helpless people only, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? If I want to help everyone and feel great, then I will only manifest helpless people. I did it. I'm telling you, it happened with me in the beginning. People would come to me for their therapies, and then I know these are the people who can literally afford, diamond rings and this and that, and they will go and do it. But when it comes to pay for the therapy, their whole story was, oh, really? Why so expensive? No, we don't have that much. Can you do something about it? Can I get a discount? And then they will not pay. And then one day I was sitting with my mentor and I spoke to him. I said, what the hell? And he says, Neerja, what was your intention to learn this course? I said, because I wanted to help people. So he said, okay, now then go and help. If you wanted to help people, you will only manifest helpless people in your life because then you can help. So I had to change my intention and I had to tell universe, listen, I want to guide people who understands my worth. And that's the day was the probably last day when helpless people started coming in my universe. So if somebody has helped you when you had crisis, and you also want to help them when they have crisis, you are manifesting crisis for them unknowingly. That's your contribution is happening. So please, first of all, just uh, what do you call it? Negate this thought. Okay. Second thing is, yes, when somebody has helped you in crisis and you want to help them also so that it is all equal, then sweetheart, it is coming from the low self-esteem. When you were in crisis, didn't you pray to God, God help me? I want
Yeah.
somebody, right?
Yes,
So he sent
definitely.
people. He sent people to help you. अभी क्या करें? भेज दिया उसने. आपने help ले लिया. Gratitude. More you will do gratitude to universe for sending those people, more you will be at peace. Okay. And
Yeah, I got it.
you get it. And for future, have trust in universe. When I will need people in my life to help in crisis, universe will arrange it. He's only arranging it. Okay. God is at the back end office. Ask and you shall get it. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Beautifully summed it. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, so we have the next question from Surbhi. Surbhi, could you
Mhm.
please switch on your video?
Yeah, it makes it easier for me to answer if I have a
Yeah,
face.
I'm just adding her here.
Yeah.
Okay, the question is where did it go? 1 second. Yeah, here. Hello, ma'am. My question is I can't let anyone control me. It's like I start escaping from situations and it somewhere affect my relations. And I am completely okay with staying alone. But if I look from society's point of view, this seems a little wrong.
Yeah, that is a big time problem. Some part of the society will find some part of actions always wrong. That is for sure. But then I cannot blame the society because we created the society. So we need to uncreate it. If you will stop judging others in the society for what they are doing and thinking, they will stop judging you to be wrong. If people are together, they're enjoying, there is somebody who says, you know what, I can't stay alone. Even if I have to stay with the worst person on this earth, I can't stay alone. And if you do not judge that person and understand that this is his reason, his need, then definitely they will also not judge you when you want to be on your own. First thing is this. Second, why you do not want others to have control. I'm not saying that others should have your control. I'm not saying this. But my question is, why is it coming? Somewhere, go to your childhood where you had been controlled beyond your need or more than what you wanted, or were not only controlled but was because of that control you were in pain. Somewhere that child is there inside who is now not ready to let anybody control. Is a rebellion. We need to heal that child. You need to find that child. Go back in your memories on your own and find out when was the very first time somebody wanted to control you. And then talk to the child, explain that child, it is okay, it was then, we are in the now, and I have grown up, I have the wisdom enough that I will not allow anybody who controls me to give me the pain anymore. And more than that, once you have understood this part that I can be controlled by anybody, but I will not allow them to give me pain. Once you have worked on it, then you go one step further. Doesn't matter who wants to control me, doesn't matter how much pain they want to give me, I will not allow myself to receive the pain from anybody anymore. That's where you have to reach, where you choose. We want our life in under control, but our own emotions, our own responses, our own belief systems are not in our control. And that's what we can't see. So we can see humans controlling us. We can't see these things which are controlling us completely and totally. People can hurt me. Belief system. I choose not to attract people in my life who can hurt me. Or even if somebody gives me the hurt, I don't receive it. Block. We keep blocking so many things. I've been talking since evening. Block this. It's your choice. You have a free will. So have a free will of not don't take the hurt. I keep giving everyone one example. In a Hindi movie, I think most of us are from India only here. There was a Hindi movie of Govinda and Akshay Kumar, I think, where he keeps complaining, usne mujhe gali di, usne gali di. And then Govinda quietly comes to him and says, Acha, but tune gali di kyun? So it's all about your receiving. Don't receive. I will. So don't have a fear of being controlled by humans, by people, by friends, by relationships, by society, by parents, by in-laws. Don't have that fear. Check. Fear of being controlled by my belief system? Yes, that is a very healthy fear. We should have it. Fear of being controlled by my own negative thoughts, unwanted thoughts. I won't call it negative thoughts, but unwanted thoughts, because something which is negative for you can be positive for somebody else. So unwanted thoughts, thoughts which do not keep you in sync with your life plan. Be scared of their control. Don't let them control you. Okay?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
You can ask a
good
question, so.
evening. Can I ask the question if I'm audible?
Who is it? I don't know.
Devanshi.
Devanshi, please write it in the chat.
Okay, I'll do
Okay.
that.
Because there are other people who have written and Kavita is reading them, so I would wait for them. Yeah? Okay, thank you. Yeah, Kavita. Is this clear to you, Surabhi?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Next question, Kavita.
Yeah, so on the similar lines, we have a question from the group. That is from an anonymous person. The question says goes like, so there are two girls, girl 1 and girl 2. They haven't even named, okay? Girl 2 is going out with guy, making out at times. And she didn't even know that that guy is in relation for past 8 years. And the marriage thing is going on for past 5 6 years with that girl 1.
So,
uh,
girl, there's a guy in having relationship with girl one, and there are conversations of marriage also. But at the same time, this boy is also involved with somebody else. That is
that's
girl
girl
number
2,
two,
yes,
girl number two, and
correct. Girl
that
1
relationship is
doesn't.
also going for quite some time.
So let me just, yeah. I mean, for 5 6 years, girl 1 is going with the marriage part and stuff, and this one is girl 2. Girl 1 doesn't know about girl 2, nor does girl 2 knew about girl 1,
All
until the
right.
guy just told girl 2, the new one, that
Mhm.
he is getting married out of the blue. The girl 2 had started having feelings. The guy was aware, and she feels that he just used her and goofed around despite being in constant relation with girl 1,
Yeah.
and also that technically, or in the uh, in the meanwhile, probably she's meaning to say, the guy has cheated girl 1. So that's the situation. I don't know what is the question.
So, whoever has written it, my request is please come with the question. The story is fine. These stories happen every day in the society. We are all aware of such type of stories. But please come with the questions. I do not know the question what you are looking for. Okay. Yeah. Himani, आपने लिखा था you have a question which is related to what I spoke earlier. So anybody, please,
Yes,
who have a question
ma'am.
related to the first question that I answered, please raise your hands, and rest of you, please put your hands down. For the new questions, I'll open up again.
Okay, so Himani, please switch on your video.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute.
Yeah, so many
So,
people have
ma'am, for
questions.
me, it is like something related that people controlling me or things like that. So, when I'm in a situation where I'm doing 10 things, 20 things at a time, and I've done those perfectly, and I know everything is fine, is perfect. And then one thing is a loose end, which I know, and I also inform people that this is one thing which is not done, so be careful, and I'll be taking care of this. But still that loose end is pulled and stretched, and a lot of things around it happens, and it happens a lot of times, and then I feel very disappointed, unappreciated, and want to run away from that situation and place and people. एंड मैम यू नो ये मैं कहाँ की सिचुएशन बोल रही होंगी मेरा एक ही चीज है मेनली ऑफिस एंड दिस हैपेंस अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम so why and it makes me feel disappointed and for a very long period like for a week it will be on my mind
Yeah.
कि यार सब
So
कुछ तो
two
किया था वो
things
एक
that
चीज रह गई उसी को स्ट्रेच कर करके इशू क्रिएट किया
yeah. दो तीन कारण हो सकते हैं हिमानी. One, probably there is a folder and in your mind
Miss Neerja, could you please unmute yourself?
मैम आपकी आवाज
ठीक है.
है
Yeah, somebody muted me. I did. Okay.
So I muted
So
everyone because there was some background noise, and I didn't know that co-host will also get muted. Sorry about that.
okay. So there can be many reasons, Himani. Let's go one by one. Uh, Although this is not related to the question that was there before, but still, one, association folder which says if some or the other in my life keep unappreciating me or criticizing me, it will help me to grow up. It can be a belief system. Check on this. So you are using it, you are attracting this thing in your life where people do not appreciate you, they criticize you. So 10 things good you do, one thing you're not able to do, they will talk to you only about that one thing that you have not done. Second, It can also be the reason that you don't appreciate yourself enough. Can be, I'm not saying it is. You this because the answer is generic for everyone. So something may suit somebody else. Can be the possibility that you do not appreciate yourself enough, do not give yourself credit enough, or have a belief system, I am not worthy the credits that I get. It can be that thing also. The third thing can be, it came on my mind, I forgot. The third thing can be that whom are you not appreciating in your life who deserves appreciation? Maybe this is in your aura and this is coming up. Somebody else is showing you that mirror. So check into it. How much appreciative you are to others, how much appreciative you are to yourself. And check if there is any belief system. What happens when people don't appreciate you? Do you work better next time? Does it give you pain? What is happening? If it is giving you pain, then you need to work where people's appreciation should not affect you. But only people's criticism will not affect you, or lack of appreciation will not affect you when appreciation will also not affect you. So it doesn't matter when people appreciate you, you don't feel elated and great, and that does not become your resource for your high self-esteem. And when people do not appreciate you or criticize you, that should not become the reason for you to go to your low self-esteem or should give you pain. When you're able to reach
Yes.
to that stage where both the things will not affect you, that's the time, Himani, people will stop discouraging you or criticizing you, because it doesn't affect you. Till it is affecting you, it is in your aura, people are your mirror, they will come and just make you see those things that you can't see yourself. As I keep
For
saying,
me,
our habits, our thought process, our belief systems are in our aura. Okay, and it is very difficult for us to peep into our own aura. Then what do? So I will ask you something. You have a pain, you have some spot here. Is there any way you can see this spot of yours and see what is the problem? Is there any way you can do it?
mirror.
No. What do? You go to the mirror, see like
Mirror.
this. What is it
Hmm.
that my eyes cannot see, but through the mirror, I will see what has happened here. Exactly, in our aura is everything that needs to be healed, which is unhealed. But since we cannot see it in our aura, we invite people in our universe as mirror who will come and behave the same way that is unhealed part of us. They will act us out. And then
Right.
we
So
look
maybe
at
I
it
feel
and we
guilty
say,
when I
okay,
don't complete the loose
come
end.
again, you feel?
Maybe I feel guilty of not completing that one thing
Correct.
from
So the
inside,
day,
from
so
within.
that is what they are making you do. If you are, yeah, that's the point I had forgot, lost that day. Time I was saying, there's a point I've lost. You are guilty of not completing the work because you need to be perfect. It is your need to be perfect. So these people are in your aura, sorry, in your environment who look that need to be perfect. Come and show you the mirror, sweetheart, you're not perfect. The day you will be okay for not being perfect yourself, and you're okay with people in your life and environment who are not perfect, you accept them the way they are. You're not expecting any perfection from them, and you will stop expecting perfection from yourself. These people will stop showing you what they're showing you today. You'll be out of it.
Right.
Okay, that's the point.
Yeah, I think
Am I clear?
that's the reason. Yeah. Thanks, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. Although your voice is cracking, but I
Yes, ma'am.
think
Thank
you
you.
have understood.
Thank you
I
so much.
can gather from small points. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yes, yes.
Uh, Namrata wanted to ask a question. She said it is related to this. Namrata, are you there?
Namrita, please switch on your video. Namrita or Neha? I don't know. Let me just.
Namrata very clearly said, I have something related to this.
So, guys, if it is a related question,
I
please
have
Okay.
a
raise your hand.
I
Raise
have
your
a
hand, just
related
like Sherry has
question.
done that.
I have
Yeah,
a
please.
related question also.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, you made many points, but the
Yeah,
last point
Sherry.
I didn't get. Who are you not appreciating? This is the same, what this, the last point you spoke
Question.
about, who are you not appreciating in your
True,
life?
true, true.
So that is just
Yeah.
that one sentence, right? Or was there more to that?
No, no. This is the only thing. Check.
Okay.
Whom are you not appreciating? Maybe you have somebody in your life who deserves appreciation from you, but you are looking
Mm,
for perfection. And
mm,
it can, most of the time, it is your own kids. So the kids, they want to do, okay, mom, I have got this 80% marks. And the mother says, yeah, very good. But you know what? You have the potential of getting 90% marks. Why haven't you done that? It is possibility.
mm.
That can be the reason also.
Okay,
So
thank you,
whom are
ma'am.
you not appreciating? Check that. That's in
I'm not
your aura.
appreciated. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Devanshi, yeah, tell me.
Mama, I cannot like turn on my video because network issues. It
All right.
happens.
Tell me the question.
Yeah. So I recently messaged even Kavita ma'am regarding this that
Yeah,
uh, what our parents or elders say when we are child, that
yeah,
becomes our belief system, and when we as we grow, it
yeah.
kind of turns into a voice which dictates us, even if we know that no, this is not the right thing to do. So how to tell ourselves, see, I have become an adult now and I can take charge? How to do that?
Correct. So simple thing is, Devanshi, there are only two states we are in: healed us, unhealed us. Okay? Unhealed us is known as inner child, and healed us is known as an adult. An adult exactly knows what to do, when to do, how to do. Adults has no conflict, adults have no confusions. The moment you are healed, your inner child is healed, you start becoming adult self. That's why when we work with the inner child work, we keep in healing all your inner children, because by healing every inner child of yours, you become an adult, a little more present in now, a little more adult, a little more adult in present in now. That's the basic concept of your answer. Yes, in each one of us, we have three personalities constantly all the time: the parent me, the adult me, and the bacha me. PAB, passive aggressive behavior. The child in me has a big time issue with the parent in me. And because of their conflict, the adult of me is suffering. That's the concept you should understand. So what you need to work on, what you need to heal is the child in you. Few things which our parents have told us in the childhood are in sync with our life plan. They are very good. So if you have those voices inside you, don't disturb them, don't remove them. They will not also give you pain. But something which is not in sync of your soul plan, anything that is not in sync with your life plan, soul plan, will give you pain, whether it is being given by your parents or your teachers, your husband, your in-laws, your children, your friends, your spiritual gurus, anybody, or the belief systems of the society or the rules of the society. Any of these people can, their teachings and learnings can give you pain if it is not for your, in accordance to your life plan or your soul plan. So same thing, a mother will talk to two kids. For one person, it is according to the life plan, he has no pain, he would love to listen to that. For the other one, if it is not according to his life plan, he would not want to listen. It's as simple. If you have it, which is any belief system which is giving to you a problem, go and find out how old was that child first heard it and what exactly had happened. Go to that event and then talk to the child and tell the child, I take the responsibility of listening to my parent. You are okay. I bring you out of it. And then there are many inner child work therapies and methods. That's why we do inner child work. So, see, there are few things I know are the base which every family should have. No. One is when I do Safar Se Safar Tak, where people should know the base of how the mind works and functions, belief systems are made, how habits are made, and how to work on your habits which you don't want. And I want to actually touch 1 lakh people by the end of this year. That is why such an expensive program, which I have brought it to the masses. And I brought the price very, very low. I wanted to reach to masses. I want to complete touching 1 lakh lives. Then second thing is, I know the only way to heal yourself completely and be a healthy person is being in touch with your inner child and healing your inner child. Again, this course in the market is in lakhs, and I have brought it into hundreds. Just so that every person can heal their inner child. Because these two things, if you can do, you will become a wonderful adult, a complete adult, non-confused adult, an adult with the clarity. If you can do these two things. So these two programs, because I want to touch masses, I brought the prices very, very. And I think you are a part of my inner child work and you know how beautifully it works.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Thank you so much.
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Any other question related to what I was talking just now about receiving and contributing? Or Kavita, we can pick up a new one. I can see Renu Sharma hand raised.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Renu.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that this program, the next which you are coming up with, is it an inner child one or what is it related to?
We are coming both with both the programs. One is called Safar Se Safarta, that is SUFFER, Safar Se Safarta. And we continuously keep having inner child program also. Both of them are available. So whenever, right now we are doing Safar Se Safarta for June and July. And then our next batch for inner child work will also start. And you will come to know. So if you are in our list, you are here today. So I'm sure you must be in our list. That is how you've got the message about it.
I joined from Facebook. I joined from Facebook, ma'am.
Oh, you have joined it from Facebook. So Renu, can I request you to please put your email address over here in the chat?
Sure.
And Kavita will add the group and you will come to know about all our classes.
Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Renuji, you would be glad to know. In fact, I have an announcement to make. The Inner Child program is going to be going online forever. Like you can finish the stages at your own pace. So I'm working on it. And of course, as Ms. Neerja says, if you want like one-on-one, we'll be doing those classes as well. So, dono hi options available rahi.
And what are the charges? You will be emailing me, isn't it?
Yes, so if you could share your WhatsApp number instead of email, I would email also, but the quickest way of getting in touch is WhatsApp.
I'll put down my WhatsApp number.
Thank you so much. Okay, so BJ, are you here? If you're here, please switch on your video.
With Sukhbir ji, without asking the questions, only thing I can say, right time will come, sir. तब हम लोग personally मुलाकात करेंगे.
So personally, he has asked me now also, मेरा question कभी आएगा? You know, he just wants to get his PLR done with you face to face. However, I have asked him to wait.
I think things are becoming better, Sukhbir ji. I think we'll need to give it another 2 weeks. and things will be much better. We will be able to meet physically. I have yet not started meeting physically. I've just had my vaccination. I'm waiting for another 15 days to happen. And probably after that, I will be able to take some of the therapies face to face for people like you, जिनकी जिद मेरी जिद से कहीं ज्यादा बड़ी है, जिनकी जिद के आगे मैं हार चुकी हूँ, उनसे यकीनन मैं मिलूंगी. Just give us some time.
Yeah.
I have just had my vaccination. Let me take 2 weeks. Okay. And we will meet.
Take care, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Hema,
Does our aura only have...
there is Hema's question.
I just now saw the question related. Does our aura only has unhealed things? Yeah. Surabhi, yes. It doesn't mean that you have only unhealed things. You can have a lot of healed things also. That is the reason when you meet a guru or Sant, Guru Nanak, or all these people, you can feel it in their aura. There is so much of healed presence. You know, you sit with Sadhguru, Ravi Shankar ji, and all these people, those people, you can see they're so healed that in their presence you feel very nice and good. Right? So aura does show that also. But with people like us, we mostly still, while we are working on it, they have worked a lot on themselves. Not that they don't have any unhealed part, they do, because if you're on earth, you still have to complete your learnings. But probably they have learned to handle their learnings without the pain and suffering. They've already reached to that stage. That is where we are trying very hard for all people who come in my life to reach, where you complete your learnings, because till we are alive, we are learning. But to learn without the pain is what we are very desperately trying. This is my motto of this year, 2021. This is the motto I picked up when this COVID second peak came, and I said, what the hell am I doing? The world is moving so fast towards suffering, and my way and method of bringing peace into people's life or bringing healing into people's life is still very slow. So that's when we decided about this program, so that we can touch most of the people, many of them. We can't touch 6.8 billion people, but then people like me, there are so many people like me who are working towards it, who are trying to get in touch with a rest of the 6.8 billion people, so that everybody is, maximum people are healed. So yes, aura definitely shows what is good and the aura, but because there are more unhealed part of us, fractions are there, so wo wale parts, therefore they show more. But yeah, it doesn't. If you will heal, people will start loving your company. People will start telling, Ajkal, you're looking very much at peace. What's wrong with you? What happened? Why it's so nice? It's so nice to meet with you. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to, we see you happy. We love it. People will love your company. And because unhealed issues are now started healing, aura is becoming more blissful. Okay. That does that answer you, Surabhi? Okay. I just saw that popped up, so I answered. Any other
Yes, ma'am.
thing?
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Ma'am, actually, I wanted to share something. Like, this is the first time I've joined this Zoom meeting with you, and I am absolutely loving your aura. And I really want to attend your workshop. So please do send us the prospectus or the brochure.
Sure. Will you please put your WhatsApp number also?
Guys,
Yes,
if
ma'am,
you're
I'm
not in the group, please share your WhatsApp number.
Ma'am, I'm
here.
already in the WOW group.
Perfect. Super. So I guess I've
Perfect.
shared
Then
the
you will get
details
the
there.
message. Yeah, we will then share it with you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Sherry.
Who else? Any other
I have a
question?
question on the
Askia, I
aura.
have got your question and I will answer you.
Question on aura.
Ma'am?
Yeah, Sherry.
So my question on aura is a very light question, is that whenever I go to the shopping malls, children literally leave their parents' hands and follow me, or the babies, they will look at me like this guy. And it's like, it's so funny. It's like, I don't know what to do. And it's amusing, it's nice, but what is something to do with my
So
aura, I'm
Sherry,
presuming? My inner
yeah.
children?
Collect them all and
No,
bring
no,
them
no,
to
no,
Miss
no, no.
Neerja.
No, no,
I
no,
have
no,
to
no, no,
ask
no,
a
no.
question.
No. I've
No,
got
my
2 kids,
question to
that's
you,
enough.
that's what I'm asking. So are
Hmm.
your kids grown up now?
Yes, ma'am. One is 21, one is 28.
So 28 is your daughter?
Yes, 28 is my daughter.
How much you want her to be married and have a kid?
No, she's very happy right now where she is.
I'm talking about you, not about
Oh,
her. It's
me?
not a
No,
story.
I have no interest whatsoever. In fact, I've
You
told
don't
my,
want her.
it's not that she is choosing, she's got her, she's making up her mind, she's deciding, and we're pretty cool because we just want her to be wherever she is
You're
right
pretty
now.
cool. Okay, so let's
I'm
talk
very cool
about,
about this.
you're very cool.
Hmm.
Do you love kids? Do you think, wish you had a
No, no.
grandchild you could enjoy?
No, 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 no. I've made it very clear to my kids that when you all have kids, I'm going to be like the auntie, the nice auntie that comes, hi, how are you, and runs away after that. I'm not going to be the grandmother, the doting grandmother, and look after your kids. I'm not
And
going there.
that's what you plan. What do
That's
you
what
feel?
I feel the same way.
Hmm.
With
I feel,
Neerja,
I've
I can't
never,
resist your dialogue here. Can I please?
Come again?
I can't resist your speaking your dialogue here. Can I do that at the moment, please?
Do it.
The
Why
more
not?
you resist, the more it persists, Sherry.
no, it's not that. I'm not resisting anything.
I don't think she's resisting, but I
I'm
think
not
she's not been
resisting.
in touch with the real this thing, because if her aura is showing so much of love for kids that kids are getting attracted to her, somewhere in her aura is that attraction. So,
Hmm.
and that attraction is very natural. When we see oxytocin जो होता है ना हमारे अंदर का,
What
Shiri,
is it?
it comes
What?
twice.
Oxytocin. Oxytocin.
Okay, oxytocin. Okay.
Oxytocin comes to
Yeah.
us twice.
Okay.
Okay. Once
Hmm.
it comes to us when you are in your 1920s. And that is the reason, that is the time every woman wants to have a kid and have a baby, because it is a natural hormone that comes.
Okay.
And then when we are reaching our menopause, it comes to you again.
Okay. So I passed my menopause, long way past.
Now that this, yeah. So that is what is happening. So what happens is, once you reach your menopause, or you have your menopause,
Finished, past 5 years,
this again
8 years
starts
later.
coming, and doesn't matter, you're still in the process. What I'm trying to say is that what happens is, this hormone is the hormone which is there with the uh, is the hormone of mamatva, not Mamta Banerjee, mamatva. Okay,
Love,
so
love,
this
right?
is the, yeah, this is that love for with mamatva.
What's the meaning
So
of
this
that?
is the time you will mamatva is mamta, motherhood,
Okay.
Motherly
love
love.
of a mother.
Okay, okay. Got it. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the reason why even women who are in love with their husbands or their partners, at this age they start becoming very motherly towards them. They start feeling very, if the love continues, if the problem is not there in a relationship, so women and men who are good in love, as these women grow up, we start feeling mamat for even our partners. This is a natural thing. So if it is there and you're not getting an opportunity to use your oxytocin, then it will show in your aura.
Makes
And the
sense.
kids get
It
attracted to
makes a
that. They
lot
can
of
feel the
sense.
mamatva in you.
Okay. Because my kids, my
That is
own
why.
son and my
Yeah.
daughter have such a good laugh. They were like, "What are these kids running? You're like the Pied Piper over there, They keep following, they leave their
Yeah.
parents' hand. And it's usually like 3 and below. The age is usually between 3 and below.
Yeah. Because your daughter is only 28. That is the reason you will see, when you become a grandmother, you're a very different person than you are when you are a mother.
That is true. I've seen that with my dad. He's
A
completely
woman
so
or a
kind
man,
and patient.
they all have a very different attitude with their grandchildren. Yeah. They have a very different attitude with their grandchildren. So you are a different person, because this is a second peak of oxytocin coming.
So the kids are
That is
basically
fine.
seeing
Yeah,
that, right? That they're just feeling that. Those children, they
they
can
can
just
feel.
feel
They
that.
can feel it.
Okay.
Children always feel the mamta in you if it is there or it is not there.
Hmm.
Yes, they can feel it. They sense it much more than us
So that's why they keep following me around and all that.
because they do not have any conditioning. Na?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because they
true.
don't have conditioning. They don't know who is my own and who is a stranger.
Hmm.
We learn as you grow up as a child, you learn who is me and who is a stranger. For kids, babies, everybody is me, mine. So they see the
Hmm.
energy, they don't bother it is a stranger or my own person.
They don't know
That's
that.
what.
They just know the
Asya, as
energy
I
of
said,
it.
I will
Yeah,
answer the question later.
I
Come
understood.
again,
Understood.
Sherry?
I said, so they don't know it's the person, they're just feeling the energy of that mamta and they just like sort of follow that energy. Okay.
They
Thank
get
you.
attacked. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you, ma'am. It's a nice thing. It's a nice feeling. I just thought I'll ask since we were talking about auras.
yeah. No, no, it's a
Thank you,
very
ma'am.
good feeling. And this is the right time to have this feeling. Well, anybody else?
Ma'am,
Because I have then one question on relationship that I will have to talk about
uh,
later. Yeah, who is it?
ma'am, Devanshi.
Yeah, Devanshi.
Ma'am, the question which Kavita ma'am mentioned of the girl one and girl two, whoever asked this question, I have a follow-up question to that. That why do
Yeah.
guys cheat on girls or women? Why do men cheat on women? Because recently an incident happened with me where a guy told me that it's good we are not together because I might have cheated on you. Girls are dumb because they fall for guys like me. So what is that ways, because it shook me somewhere. What do guys really want?
And it's a similar question
My
from
simple
this
question is Devanshi.
uh,
Huh?
Miss Neerja, before you answer, that girl has responded. She's the girl too. She says so. She wants to know what all is this happening. What should she do when the guy has kept both the girls in dark, used her? So that's
So
similar
probably this
lines.
is
Yeah,
very much related question to what Devanshi has also
absolutely.
asked.
Yeah.
And there is a person, other person also on this who has said that how to come out of the toxic relationship. I will answer everyone. So now we will talk about relationships. So first thing is, Devanshi, one thing I want to tell you people, please understand that no man cheats one woman with another man. Some other woman is also involved in it. Sometimes she does not know, sometimes she knows, especially with married men. They are having affairs outside their marriage. They're having affair with a bloody woman only, na? So why always blame that men have another affairs or men only cheat? Women also cheat because men cannot cheat you with some other man. It has to be another girl, another woman. So first, please, if you have a belief system that men cheat on you, then please come out of it. Women equally cheat. And I get
Yeah,
both the
okay.
cases.
Ma'am, I also feel that I have this strong notion for women, just to stand with them. I don't know from
Correct.
where. Yeah.
Yes, from the childhood it is happening, na? Because that is what we hear our parent, mother. That is what my elder Didi said. That is what my Bhabhi said. That is what my mother's friend said. I heard my mother talking to her friends. I was a child. My even critical filter was not developed. And I heard my mother telling her friend, you know what? Men always cheat. You know what? We women are very weak. We have to stand together. That is the only way to succeed. A woman should be always have sympathy with the woman. ये feminism है हमारे अंदर कूट कूट के भर दिया. And it was needed at that time. But your mother, because she would be my age, they don't need it. We do not need to be so big feminists that we have to stand for a woman or has to stand for another woman. Every woman today is capable of standing for herself. I'm not saying don't stand for a woman, should not stand for a woman. What I'm saying is whether woman is right or wrong, we have to stand for her. That is not needed anymore. You have to have a very judicial think where you have to stand. If we always keep discomfort in our life, as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, sit down and see how many men have cheated on you and how many women have cheated on you. And you will be surprised to see women do it, they do it differently. भाई उनका अफेयर नहीं होता, वो किसी और तरह से they cheat on you. They will listen to your conversation, they will show that they are very good friend of yours, and then they will go and talk to others about you behind your back. That's also cheating. Cheating is not only that having an affair with a woman. So we have to come out of this notion that only men cheat. Yes, when it is about partnership, men cheat more, is what you can say, but that is not the truth, because women are also involved with it. तो ये belief system निकालो, तो तुम्हारी life के men will stop cheating on you.
That was a good reality check. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it was. Second thing, this person said, what was her question? Why people do like this and what it is? When they're cheating two people?
Yeah, what should she do when the person has cheated both and used her?
Use ho gaya na? Lesson learned? Move on. Nobody will cheat on you. Nobody will use you unless on soul level you have allowed that person to do what it did to you. You had to learn a lesson. You've learned a lesson. See how did it benefit you. Maybe it made you a very aware person in future. Maybe it taught you not to expect too much from your partners. Maybe it taught you that it's time for you to change your belief system that men always cheat. If one man cheats us, one man in our life cheats us, we make it our belief system that all men are cheaters. And then we only attract men in our life who cheat. Maybe this is what you wanted to learn. Maybe this is what you needed to learn. If we go to the karmic story, then the karmic story will be a very different story. Karmically, if you see, maybe in some life you have done the same to that person. He has come to do it now. Unless you have been a victimizer in any of the life, in this life, especially at this era, after 2000s, in this century, after 2000, the millennium came, nobody does anything to you. Nobody is a victim unless that person is a victimizer. This is a karma closing time. So you've been a victimizer, now it is the victim. So just learn from it, see how did it benefit you, understand how aware you are, how much of wisdom you have now, and then forget about that person and move on. Without creating a belief system that all men cheat. Don't do that. Because then you will, again, next man will also cheat. Just think it this way. This man came to me in my life to teach me this. I've got my benefit. Now it's over. In my last conversation also, I was talking about the same thing, that these days, these small little affairs and flings with the marriage, out of the marriage, within the relationship, out of the relationship is happening a lot. Because everybody is closing their karmas with everyone. So if you are in 5-6 years in relationship with that person, maybe in one of the life, you promised 5-6 years of your life to this person and you didn't complete. And this life is taken it and is going. Close it with this knowledge and understanding. Move on. Every time you get married, you make a promise next to the fire. 7 जन्म तुम्हारे साथ जीऊंगी या 7 जन्म जीऊंगा, दोनों कर देते हैं प्रॉमिस. नेक्स्ट लाइफ में कोई और पसंद आ गया, हमने किसी और से, फ्री विल है, किसी और से शादी कर ली, तो वो उसके तो 6 लाइव्स की अभी प्रॉमिस की एनर्जी बची हुई है ना, तो फिर इस लाइफ में आके जल्दी से खत्म करो. That is how a lot of karmic closings are happening these days. Okay, so there has to, you find out, learn, be I know it is easier said than done. I know that is what you would be saying, man, जिसके दर्द होती है उसको पूछो, जिसके संग होता है उससे पूछो. भाई, been there done there, ये सब कर लिया, बहुत दर्द सह लिए, और अब इस स्टेज, अब आके जब उस दर्दों से बाहर आई तो रियलाइज किया, what the hell, why did I experience that pain, was the person worth it, what was more important to me, my learning was more important, and where was my focus, my constant focus was this person cheated me, my husband cheated me, my this man cheated me, that man cheated me, I was cheated, my focus was there till I understood, okay, he did this to teach me this. I've learned it. Okay. It was easier for me to forgive and move on. I know it was painful. It took me a lot of time. You know, it was not that I heard somebody told me, एक रात को हम बैठे वाव में और हो गया next day morning में, ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ था. You have to work on it. You have to work on it and then come out of that toxic relationship. And believe me, toxic relation, now this is for another group that was talking to me. To come out of the toxic relationship, you don't have to leave a relationship. First, heal your relationship. Understand the benefit and stop getting pained out of it. And then you can think about, make a decision of leaving or staying in that relationship. But toxin को पहले detox करो. अगर toxin relationship छोड़ के निकलोगे, तो कच्चा रिश्ता छोड़ के निकलोगे और आगे जाके फिर वही अट्रैक्ट कर लोगे. So toxin relationship को heal करो, detox करो. Detox करने का तरीका, अपना thought change करो, अपनी thinking change करो, अपने ऊपर काम करो. मुझको क्या सिखाया और मैंने ये क्यों अट्रैक्ट किया, ये था क्या, which child inside me attracted this. Do that and then decide what you want to do about this. The day that toxin relationship will be detoxed, you will be able to come out. Okay? So don't come out of the relationship. Come out of the toxic part of it. Toxins khatam karo. Relationship mat khatam karo. And then take a decision. I think it has answered other people whose questions were there on the chat.
Ma'am, I would like
Anybody
to
else
say
has
I have to leave.
yeah,
I
any
have an
question
exam the
related
day
to
after.
this?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
just that.
ma'am.
I just
मैम
wanted
मैंने
to
चैट पे एक डाला है.
So there are two people talking. Yeah. So one by one. Who is saying I have got exams? That
Devanshi needs
part I
to
heard.
leave.
Ma'am, I have to leave. So I just wanted to say thank you. And yeah,
You're
bye.
welcome. Then.
Take care.
It's always
Everyone.
pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I guess
Enjoy
Himani has
yourself
put her
and do
question.
good in your exams.
Thank you, ma'am.
What is Mahimani's question? You're welcome.
नीचे है. Can you see the last question? मैंने
Yeah.
actually हेमा के question पे select करके रखा है. Can you read it? Or let me just go down. Himani.
मैम
Ma'am,
मैंने
but sometimes.
हाँ
So
चैट
Hima, ma'am,
मैम मैंने आपको
sometimes
व्हाट्सएप
when
भी किया है कविता मैम.
Okay, ma'am, but sometimes when people who are cheating are confronted, don't even feel guilty.
Why will they feel guilty? Because you are the one who have given them this job to do on the soul level. So they are just doing that job. They are not guilty. You are in pain because you have forgotten your blueprint. You have forgotten that you gave them this job to learn something out of it. You are not learning what that person is teaching. He is only doing the job that you. Nobody will cheat on you or spend even 2 seconds on you unless it is benefiting you or unless you have asked them for it. You have given them the role to play. And we only give roles to play to other people in our lives so that we can learn on the earth what we have come to learn. They are karmic teachers. They're teaching. Teacher will never feel guilty. Huh? So if you are Himani in the class, small class, second class, third class, fourth class, and I teach you one day maths, and the maths is very strong for you. And I said, so much of fear of the test and the exam and maths, you fall sick. A teacher will never feel guilty. That was her job. She did her job. Why should she feel guilty of teaching you? Right? Similarly, when such people come, they will not feel guilt because this is the job you gave them. They know it. So they won't feel guilt.
Oh,
The pain has to be
okay,
with
ma'am.
you.
Hmm.
What it?
Yes, ma'am. So ये हर situation में ऐसी हर situation में correct है, right? So whosoever is suffering, it is
Absolutely.
meant for that person, right?
Whoever is suffering because of somebody else, it is there because they have appointed that person to teach them something. As a karmic teacher, they have appointment. No teacher will come to you unless you appoint a teacher. Okay.
Yeah,
Anji.
okay, ma'am.
Sudhir says, ma'am, how can we know that with whom our karmic relationship is still there and with whom it is not? Karmic relationships. See, every relationship comes with an expiry date, right? When the expiry date comes and it gives you pain, karmic doing is still left. There is still some karmas need to be covered up, completed. But many times when a relationship is expired and you feel peaceful at night, sleeping, it means karmic closing has happened. It happens sometimes. People leave your life and you feel so peaceful. And that is in not only a partner's relationship, Sudhir. You have a cook, you have somebody, a friend, a boss, a colleague. Sometimes they don't say anything to you, but the moment they leave you, you feel, wow, ठीक है, अच्छा है, I'll sleep around. से now this person is out of my life. Then the karmic closing has happened. If you can sleep peacefully at night. But if there are still charges with that person, it means it is not completed. So it is your charges will tell you whether it is done or it is finished.
समझ गई.
Yeah. Then somebody says, if even a partner confront people are all okay. I've seen so many. Same answer. Yeah, same answer. Ma'am, why we attract same type of person again and again? What is it? How can we change? Why? Second class mein you will not learn CAT CAT, BAT BAT, you will fail, you will learn again to the second class, again learn CAT CAT, BAT BAT, till you will not learn these spellings, you will not be promoted to the third class where you will be able to learn ELE, PHENT's elephant. That is the reason why when you attract somebody, he's trying to teach you something, there is a karmic learning you have to finish, and when you don't finish your learning, another teacher will come, next class, another teacher will come, you're repeating the class, that teacher will also teach you CAT, CAT, BAT, that. Same thing. And if you still don't want to learn and the teacher gets transferred, till you don't teach and you learn and you don't go to class 3, it will continue. So people, you attract same type of people till you have not finished your learning. That's why I always say, don't leave a relationship till you have not taken the toxins out of it. When you're in a relationship where a person has cheated you, work on yourself, understand your learning, and then when you look at the person, this person has cheated on me and it is giving me no charges. Toxins have gone, you're detoxed. Now you take a call, whatever you want to do. No issues. You want to carry on, you want to leave, you leave. Both the things should not affect you, should not give you pain. Then the toxins will go. Okay? Is that clear to you, Shruti?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, Archana.
Ma'am, I have a question. So, if we are coming across a similar situation in life, but
Yeah,
we
tell
don't
me.
understand
Question.
what is the lesson behind it, so how to actually decode that lesson, or kind of get into awareness that what lesson I need to learn from this situation or this person.
Archana,
Can
there
you
is.
repeat your question? Because in the beginning, when you said it was breaking.
Yeah, so I'm saying that if some situation, similar situation or similar kind of people keep coming back in our life, but we are not able to decode or understand what lessons we need to learn. So how to decode that? What is a way of decoding that kind of situation or people in our life?
Can I answer this question, Ms. Neerja?
Okay.
Archana, that is where the importance of spiritual one-on-one mentoring comes in. So join that up, okay?
Okay. I mean,
I was just about to say that is when you need, that is why you need, that is when you need a guru. GPS system. So you can, you know your destination where you have to reach, but you need a GPS to tell you on every mode, left, right, don't go ahead. There is a clogging, there's traffic, take a right turn, take this turn, go like this. They will take you to your destination. You need a GPS system. So gurus are, that is why they are needed to take you, hand hold you, and take you through the traffic and different places so that you can go to your destination. And it is not that before, people keep asking me, it was never like that before. We never needed so many gurus, and we didn't need anybody to handhold and take us to our destination. Yeah, at that time it was not needed because we were not on the timeline. The Yugantar was not coming. We were not moving towards the Treta Yuga. So what was happening is that you have a lot of time. Take birth, every birth, one learning. Die, another birth, next learning, another birth. You were learning things over period, many, many births. But now it's not like that. We are on timeline, things are changing. You can see the way shift is coming. You can see the avatars that are coming. Because we are on timeline, we need tuitions now. My first time, if you fail in say 12th class, first time you failed, you didn't know maths very well. Never mind, exam फिर से कर लो. Second time again you appear, again failed. Third time the university says if you don't pass this year, then you will have to repeat all the 3 years again. All the three classes, 10th, 11th, 12th, you will have to repeat if you don't pass your 12th class now. What will you do? You will go and tell mom, please, I need a tuition. I need coaching because I've tried twice myself. It didn't work. Now I have very, very little time. And if I don't pass this year, I will have to repeat 3 more years. So please, I need tuition. So mom will get you a coaching or a tuition. So these gurus these days, people who are hand holding you, and I don't call myself guru. So, but whoever is there to support you, these are the people so that you can have extra tuition, teaching, and so that you can move on fast. That's why you have people. That's why you need a spiritual sarthi. Oh wow, I'm learning to advertise myself. My branding.
Okay, so
Kavita has
on
rubbed
this
on me.
on this note,
Kavita has rubbed it in me.
Kavita
Yeah,
has. I
rubbed it
missed
in
that.
me.
Oh wow, awesome, awesome to that. Okay, so on this note, Archana, I would like to say the old way of healing was where you looked after the YouTube links, the talks like this were more generic things. Of course इनमें तो हम one on one question answer कर रहे हैं, but वो बहुत generic हो जाता है and there is a huge gap. The new way of learning is what, where you are actually there with your guru and specific day to day wisdom you can gain, which is more personal, one on one level to you. So that's the new way of healing, which I guess people should opt for now. I'm blessed to have her as my spiritual sathi almost every day. I mean, तो मैं चाहती हूँ दिल से कि बाकी सब भी इनका हाथ पकड़ के आगे चल लें बस. Okay. Can we take the next question, Miss Neerja? In fact, that's the
Yes, I
question.
think this
बहुत
is the
पहले.
last question.
No. This is not the last question. I have so many questions here.
No, it's already 9.
What do I do?
The next wow we'll keep.
So these are the
The
people who
next
have
wow we'll
asked.
keep some questions.
Interesting. That's interesting
We'll keep
point of
some
view. So we can do
questions
that
for the
also.
next wow. Yeah,
However,
ask me
since
the.
this is the person, yeah. So Hema had asked this question in the very beginning itself, 7:34. We didn't get the chance to read her question. So the question, I mean, उसके पहले there is a compliment. Hello, you are looking lovely today. अब मुझे नहीं पता है compliment किसके लिए है, for you or for me, but thank you from both the sides. So the question is, I have a question. I found my 9 years old son watching porn. I think it's way too early for him. Now that I know about inner child, etc., I don't want to create any for him. I'm extremely upset and I have warned him and told him that I trust him. But how can I tell him that he's doing what he's doing is extremely upsetting, especially at this age? Thank you.
Definitely, Hema, it would be very upsetting for you because the child is only 9 years old, and that is how we have been brought up. That this is not an age for the child to see porn, because this will give them a wrong exposure to the sex life. Sex is a pleasure, and the association of this pleasure should come at the right time, and that is the only way it will be healthy. I can understand. I can tell you one case. See if it works with you. So there is this person who had a small little child, again 9 or 10-year-old children, this person and his friend. So this mother once opens her computer and she sees that he is watching a porn. Brings me the child very upset. Of course, she was not so much uh, ex, exposed like you were, and so she created a fuss about it, and then the child was brought to me. So I very coolly asked the child, okay, fine, it's okay to see it, watch it, but how did you go to the site? And the child told me, nothing. I opened it to watch a movie, cartoon movie, but there was a little small, whatever it's called, नीचे जो छोटा सा लिख कर आ जाता है, I'm not very technical with the word.
Advertisement, pop up.
Not exactly, it's some pop up. Yeah, there was a pop up, and I clicked it, and then it started showing this. For the child, it was like another movie. But yes, he's seeing those part of the bodies which generally we hide our children, and we tell the children not to see it and not to show it. That's what we do. We keep talking to kids now. What? No, very bad. Shame. Even if somebody is not wearing a panty, we call that child shame. ऐसे क्यों घूम रहे हो? Shame क्यों घूम रहे हो? तो बच्चे का association with the private parts is of a shame. But let's not forget that is also the age when they are able to see their own body, and they are able to see these parts, and they are finding it very inquisitive, very inquisitive about it. And then something popped up and he saw the inquisitiveness became more, and now both the friends, he and his friends, are watching it. So I told the parents, I said, somebody in your family is watching it. Otherwise, how did the child get the access? So I would want to suggest you to check onto it without judging the person who was watching it. Maybe that person is big enough and that person is okay, but tell that person then if you are doing this, then please close it properly. The pop-up should not be there. So just little more conscious you have to be. That's all. As long as about the child, yes, I can understand it is upsetting, but you also have to understand this is the age of inquisitiveness. Every child goes through it. He has been exposed in a different way, but otherwise, you will see a child 4 to 7, 8 years old. These kids have the habit of touching their private parts. Many kids get that into the habit because the stimulation gives them pleasure. It is natural for them. Nothing wrong about it, and does not make your child's character bad. But yes, it needs to be stopped. The association has to be
that everything, when it happens at the right time, should be done. So when about I spoke to this child, what made you so glued to that? Even if it was a popped up and you saw it, why were you glued up? He says, because everything was so big. So he was very much
In awe.
attracted or excited or stimulated by the fact that it is very big. So all I needed to do was, yeah, it is so big. It always will. Look at your hands. Look at my hands. Your hand is this small now because you are small. My hands are big because I've become bigger. When you were born, your hands were so small. So when your whole body, every part becomes bigger and bigger. So what's so great about it? Okay. And then I had to teach him, these are very, very sensitive parts, beta. So because they're very sensitive, therefore we always keep them covered, because we don't want anybody to touch it. Even no animal, no kida, no person should touch it, because they're so sensitive. If something goes wrong over here, it can actually make you feel very, very unwell and sick. That's why we hide it and then we keep it covered. It is nothing about shame in it. So some things like this, you have to talk to your child and slowly make sure all these pop-ups and type of access to the child is stopped. So make sure you spend more time with your child and the child spends lesser time on the devices. And give them a device where you can have a child love. Don't give them a device where they have openly, they can use it. Okay, so you definitely need to take some precautions, but don't punish yourself or hurt yourself so much. Don't take it so much to the heart. It is okay. It is a natural process of their growth. Okay, and kids these days are definitely 10 steps ahead of us. हम तो एरिक्सोनियन टाइप के हैं ना, ये लोग नहीं है वैसे, तो थोड़ा फर्क है. Don't hurt yourself so much from it. Okay, no need to have pain. It's okay. But precautions definitely you need to take, and you need to talk to your child about it. Of course, you said that you did not yell, did not shout, did not say anything to the child. Very good. But you don't leave it. You still talk, huh? Don't feel embarrassed talking, or if it is your son, ask your husband to talk to him that it is okay to do this when the right time comes. So these are only for the medical reasons that these type of pictures are made. And find out where is got the link from. That is very important. Is it a friend? Is it an elder cousin? Is it a neighborhood? Elder boys? Check. Look into his company also. Okay. Yeah. So how many more questions are there, Kavita? Can you make a note of it and in our wow next?
Yeah, there are many more questions. So maybe in the next session, or you can join us for Safar Se Safar Tak. They'll be answered there.
So what I would suggest is please make a list of it, Kavita, so that next time when we start wow, we will start with these questions.
I will right away put them in the group directly.
Yeah. And sometimes there's a particular questions. You just write it, Kavita, make a list and give me. If I will see something is very generic or related to whatever I've spoken, then maybe I will answer it on the group of wow. जो हम लोग का wisdom का group है, हम उसी पे answer करें.
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, so
on this note,
we call it a
can
day?
I request everyone to, yeah, all for today, but can I request everyone to open their video for a second so that I can at least see everybody's face, and on face I can say good night to them.
Hi Anjali ma'am.
अच्छा, ये सुधीर जी का क्वेश्चन अंजलि जी से आया था, अब समझ में आई बात.
Hi Shivani.
So whomever I can see the face, that would be lovely. So thank you guys for being here. Yeah. We'll meet once again. It's already 9 o'clock. Next wow, meet again. And please definitely put your questions before we start the class. You can put it in the group. Whoever is not in the group, Kavita will take it.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
night and
Good night,
Good night.
ma'am.
lovely
Thank you.
Good
Bye,
night.
ma'am. Thank
Thanks,
you.
ma'am. Bye bye.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you
Bye,
so
Kavita, ma'am.
much.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you,
Bye
ma'am.
bye.